Welcome to the throne, where the cardboard shines, and stories in the stats, legends frozen in time. Slow it down with Royal Ripzz, the podcast for the cards you love.
What is up, everybody? It is your boy Randy Ripzz here, and welcome back to the Royal Ripzz Room, the place where sports, hobby, and a little bit of real life hustle all collide. If you're new here, welcome to the kingdom. And if you've been rocking with me since day one, episode 1, you're now family. Today's episode is all about leveling up your hobby game, your content game, and honestly, your mindset. We're talking about growth, discipline, and what separates the casuals from the real life grinders. This one's going to hit home for a lot of people, especially if you're someone trying to build something from scratch. Whether that's a card business, a content brand, or just a passion project you're finally giving yourself permission to chase. So buckle up, episode 4 starts now. Let's jump right into it talking about the hobby. Because if there's one thing that I've learned going from casual collector to someone who really studies this space, it's that the hobby rewards strategy, not luck. You want to level up? Here's where you start. Number 1, know your lane. Are you a buyer, a seller, a show grinder, a live ripper, or a PC collector? You don't need to do all of them, but pick what fits your personality and your time. Number 2, master what you sell. If you're doing football, you should know depth chart changes, injury reports, and snap counts, all of the above. If you're doing baseball, you should know prospects 2 years before they even debut. Knowledge equals profit. Number 3, track everything. You wouldn't run a restaurant without knowing your food costs, would you? So why run a card business without knowing your margins? Your wins and your losses matter. And number 4, the most important one for me, build relationships at shows, online, on Instagram. Relationships will make you more money than any one card ever will. And number 5, stay consistent. I've seen people blow up in 60 days just because they've posted every day. And I've seen people disappear because they skip weeks and they skip days. You want to level up in this hobby? Treat it like a craft, not a gamble. That's how champions think. All right, story time. Because this one still sticks with me. A while back, I was at a card show. It wasn't a huge crowd. It was a slow day and nothing crazy was happening. And a guy comes up to me with a box full of random stuff that didn't look special. Old me, I probably would have shrugged, skimmed through it, and moved on. But something told me slow down and look a little deeper. Inside that box was a card that was way underpriced. Not because it was rare, but because the comp people were using was wrong. It wasn't the same parallel, wasn't the same print run, it was a completely different card. So I picked it up, checked everything, checked pop reports, made sure it was legit. I let them know that this was the wrong comp, and I ended up buying it for the comp that I was actually going for. Later that week, I sold it for 5 times what I paid. But here's the point. The profit wasn't the real win. The real win was realizing that slowing down, being patient, and being smart, that is what keeps you from missing opportunities. In life and in the hobby, sometimes the big blessings is sitting in a box that looks like nothing until you take the time to see it for what it really is. All right, we got to talk because I see it everywhere. In sports, in card shows, in content, even in everyday life. Everybody wants to say they're grinding. Everybody wants to post the hustle quotes, drop the schedules, talk about how busy they are. But being busy and being productive are 2 completely different things. Busy is just noise. Productive is results. I watched a team this weekend, won't name them, but bro, they were running around like they had no idea what the plan even was. Players yelling, coaches panicking, the whole sideline looked like a group chat argument in real life. They weren't disciplined, they weren't focused, they were just busy. And it hit me. A lot of us treat our goals the same way. We're moving, but we're not progressing. If you're posting cards nonstop but not tracking your margins, busy. If you're making content but not improving, not studying hooks, not tightening your delivery, busy. If you say you're building a business but never check your numbers, you're busy. Being productive means you know your plan, you stick to it, and improve every single week. That's how athletes win, that's how creators grow, and that's how small businesses survive. So here's my rant. Stop letting the world convince you that chaos equals effort. Productivity is quiet, intentional, and tactical. Busy looks cool, productivity pays off. And that is this episode's Royal Ram. And that's going to do it for episode 4 of the Royal Ripzz Room, the Level Up Edition. If you got value from this episode, do me a favor, please. Like, follow, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a little push to level up. You can listen on Spotify or Apple Music. Just search the Royal Ripzz Room. And watch the full episode version on YouTube at Giblet King Sports. And remember one thing. Discipline beats talent when talent refuses to be disciplined. Keep grinding, keep growing, and I'll see you next week inside the kingdom.